Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. We're chatting with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Larry, I hear you have an update for the company. And by the way, we're speaking on March 29th.
Jim, it's good to be back talking to you, even though the weather has been very wet. But yes, we did put out a very exciting press release today on the advancement of our recycling program. And we've shown that the lock cycle work will increase the lithium recoveries up over probably 95%. And, what I would like to point out to everybody is that, when you put it in a press release, it takes up a few lines or a paragraph, and but the amount of work that goes into something like that is very tedious and expensive, and there's all kinds of, you do a cycle and you take the product off and you weigh it, and then it just goes through filtration and adding water, and it goes on and on and on. But at the end of the day, we're happy. On a continuous basis, we should be able to get very high recoveries of lithium and certainly close to 100% of the cobalt. And that's what we're after. Everybody's getting excited about cobalt. And just as an aside, as an interest, I just worked out what a Model S Tesla vehicle battery would contain in cobalt. And for 100,000 batteries, you've got almost 9,400 tonnes of cobalt. That's a lot of cobalt in one spot. And it works at scale down when you start looking at other battery chemistries and everything like that. But we'll be working on a PowerPoint to kind of show how that works, because it's very important. A lot of I'd say 80 or 90% of the people talking about recycling out there keep saying it's not economic to recycle. But when you look at the value of the cathode materials and the results that we're getting, I beg to differ with them. It's going to be highly profitable, and that's why other companies are looking at it. And we're starting to get competition out there. Certainly, the most advanced competition is in the private areas, and our chemistries are different than their chemistries, and that's where the difference lies. And we know that our chemistries work. We're not going to comment on their chemistries because we don't know, and so it's just been an exciting period of time here. And I'm getting ready to head off to Phoenix. One of our advisors, David Langtree, who has a second home down there, and he set up a meeting with us to go down there and talk to a lot of potential investors on April the 8th. So we're busy, and it's an exciting time. Of course, we're off to the Cobalt conference put on by the Cobalt Institute to present our process in May the 17th to be exact. And so we got a busy agenda, and we've been invited to other places which we will make decisions on. And it's important to note that we were invited. We're not paying to present to any of these things like NatBat or the Cobalt Institute. And this way we get to meet people that we're going to be talking to in the future sometime that are going to want our product or want to own part of it or want to make deals with us to recycle their batteries. All of these things will come out of these meetings or these presentations that we're doing at these conferences. So, I'm trying to put a lot of things into a very brief interview, but I think people overlook the fact that the company's not just progressing on its recycling, but it's progressing on its marketing strategy. And we've put hints and everything out there about just what is the value of a battery. And I'm sure that people that are very serious in the cobalt space will start looking at us, with the expectation that we could be a primary producer of cobalt, and that's important. So it's been an exciting day. We traded a lot of stock, but we ended up the same prices we started out in the morning at. But that's okay. That'll all change. I mean, as soon as more recognition comes in, that will change. And I'd just like to say that I'd like to open the floor to any questions you might have, Jim.
Well, Larry, just basically for new listeners, could you explain the patented process American Manganese has developed and what it's used for?
Well, the patented process is expanded off of our existing patents on the recovery of manganese metals from ultra-low-grade deposits, and this has certainly put us in a competitive field with the other producers of these metals. But that said and done, these metals have languished even below $1 a pound for a number of years now. So we've luckily Chemetco looked at that process, said, "Hey, we can make some changes and configures here, and we can recycle lithium-ion electric vehicle batteries." And why do we say electric vehicle batteries? Well, you got all your battery types in one mass. You get in 100 or 1,000 batteries from a Tesla Model S. Then you can work with that chemistry for several runs on a potential recycling plant. And you've got all your chemistries intact. You've got all the shapes of the batteries intact, which makes it easier to develop an automated process for opening these batteries up. And so that's the main reason. We're not looking at laptops or anything else. You can imagine the slew of different configurations and sizes of batteries and chemistries that are involved in that. And certainly our process would work on it, but we don't think it would be economic. But we think that the economics in electric vehicle batteries and potentially storage batteries is huge.
Larry, where is American Manganese traded?
It's traded mostly on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY. It's traded in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, and it's traded in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM. And people can reach us at 778-574-4444, and they can email us or email me at lreaugh@amymn.com, or they can visit our website, which is at AmericanManganeseInc.com.
Larry, thanks for the update.
Well, thanks, Jim.
We've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese, on March 29th. I'm Jim Goddard.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.